Hello and welcome along, my name is Eddie and this is my vlog, and today is September the 29th and we are in our 6R today. Ooh. Because we have a tank full of slurry on here. We've got our Abbey slurry spreader on the back. We are heading up to the field that we've been working on for the last few vlogs. Field 18, and we're going to get it covered, and we're going to get the slurry spread on it, because we need to. We're trying to get these fields ready for next season. Once we've got that done, wow, he's very busy today. Once we've got that done, we are going to be doing, we're going to go and get the cultivator attached to this as well. Start preparing these fields for seeding. We need to get our winter wheat and our winter canola in the next couple of days. So with October swiftly approaching, we need to do that. We still haven't got our corn harvested. It's not quite been dry enough for that the last few days, and I'm beginning to get a little bit worried because yeah, that is not good, to put it mildly. But we're all right at the moment. We're going to go up and get this spread. It shouldn't take us too long, this, and then we're going to start getting our fields done and cultivated, ready for ready for planting, as I said, the winter wheat and the canola. Getting both of those in at this point is always a good thing for us to do. There we go. And you can see we're trying to get along the shape of the slope around here. So we'll start it off, and away we go. Just sort of snake our way around the field, trying to keep us as well as we can to the slope, and hopefully make it fairly easy on ourselves. You can see where we've been before, and we'll come round and do the headland in a bit. That shows you how long it takes if you don't go the shortcut that we normally go. Right, and round, and get quite a good coverage on this field. Very, very pleased with this. And yeah, so we're still waiting, and despite the fact we're about to turn to October, we're still waiting to do the to harvest our corn. Our combine is up at the field and ready to go. I think I might bring it back because it's been up there a few days, and I was just the whole idea was that we were going to be in a position to do this, and then we had this and we just had a couple of really big sharp showers, caught us completely off guard. And as a result, we just have not had the dry weather we've needed. We've got a few days forecast. Hopefully, it's going to be enough to get a window of opportunity for this. But it's at the moment we are definitely in territory where it's much later than I'd liked. Corn is hardier than some of the other crops we grow. So I'm not expecting it to die or anything like that over the next couple of weeks. But obviously, we want to get into the rest of the farming. We want to get the rest of the stuff done to get us into next year. And at the moment, it's kind of holding us back a bit. We want to get that get that field clear as well. Let's not hit the gate. Give that a close. There we are. And away we go. Right. Now the fun of this is because we start at the top end of the field, we need to head up there to get the headland bits done, and we'll finish up the top end there. But that is all good. That is this field. Well, for all intents and purposes, that is this field done. We and the last of our or our post-harvest fertilizing that we're doing to get the stuff in. I don't want to turn too sharply, I'll damage the PTO. There we go. So we'll pull this down to the bottom corner here, and then we'll go up to the other top corner there and pull that down to this corner, and that will cover us. Means we're driving on where we've spread stuff as little as possible, because that is important, of course. Right, so bring this down to the bottom like so, and then we'll head back up here and get this done. So yeah, it's all a little bit rushed at the moment. We've got a lot of work to do in a very short period of time, and yeah, we are going to be moving into overrunning territory if we're not careful. Right, back down this side here. Make sure we cover everywhere that we didn't cover while we were doing the field. Yeah, all good. And head back down here. I do like this 6R. I decided I haven't used it enough, and we're going to spend most of today in it. But it's yeah, it's a cracking piece of kit, this 6R. It's a 6175 is the exact model number for anybody wondering, and it's got what a lot of farms would consider a medium level of power these days. For us, it's a fairly high-powered bit of kit, really. So let's jump back in and head back. Yeah, always taking the shortcut. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go and get cultivator out. We're let's grab this. There we go. And get this put this 6R to work getting our fields cultivated. I need to go into the house and check out my rotation, I think, and see what I'm going to put where. But obviously a winter getting the winter wheat and the winter canola, or the canola in, would be a good thing. What is that car doing? Right, there we go. Trying to get under the nose of the tractor. That is not a safe thing to do. And yeah, we are gonna go and sort those fields. Right, let's go disconnect this, and we can get moving on to the next job. Which I'm glad that we got those. The reason we had that field hanging around, of course, was because we'd had the straw on it that we hadn't baled and collected. So now that we've baled and collected that, that's good, and that is going nicely. We want to head into the yard and back round, like so. There we go. And back out to here. And then park us up. Yeah, we need to get the corn in, because the corn is going to be good feed for the pigs. It's really all we do the corn for around here. It's not overly sellable because, as I said before, most farms around here will whole crop the corn, will silage it, for cows. We don't do that. We need it for pig food. There we go. Disconnected that, and we want to reverse around the other side. No, I need to go further forwards. So it's, yeah, it's a bigger issue for us. There's my cultivator. Let's hook this up. Right. So now this tractor is a little bit of overkill for this cultivator. Hook that up. We've not got PTO on this, so lift up and fold up like so. And I'm just going to head back to my landy and work out exactly which field it is I'm doing today. I've got all my notes in on the passenger seat. So let's jump out and do that. Right. So yeah, I've checked my stuff. Fields 16, 17, or 18 are the fields that we need to cultivate. Now, interestingly, we're not planting any wheat next year. And that is because, well, what I might do is leave 17 fallow. And then do 16 and 18 and put wheat in 16 and canola in 18. We'll unfold that. That is because we, basically we need to, we do the winter wheat after we put the barley in. And the fallow there is to really make sure that we get the best possible crop out of the wheat. Because putting a grain like that straight after a grain is not great. Is not that brilliant for our yield, but you leaving a field fallow for a year may not be quite so good for us either. So we are gonna we still need to get all of these cultivated. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cultivate these fields. And in fact, I am slightly wrong on my line here. You can see how we've done it before, and I really want to match that because that is much more equivalent to the slope as opposed to what my first cut there was, which was to go up. Whoa. Right. So we've done a little bit of headland a bit early. That won't be great for it because it'll compact it as we're doing this. So we'll need to go back over that and just break it down. What is up with this cultivator? There we go. Yeah. A little bit odd that was. Right. I think our best bet is for us to use our GPS that we have got on this tractor. Okay. Set my first point. Hopefully this is enough along here. We shall see. Yeah, that has aligned us. Down we go, and away we go. Yeah, definitely something wrong with how it's how the cultivator's performing on here. But I'm just keeping a closer eye on it now, because that cultivator is just being a little bit weird. Line ourselves up on the next one. And this is the trouble with this field, is it's so small. It's just a fiddly little field to do. There we go. And that's working fine. I think that skipped a rope. You see here, it's yeah. I'm still getting to grips with the GPS on this tractor. It's one of those. It's not a piece of equipment that I've used a lot before. We've not really had any tractors with it equipped on either here or on Ballincraig. And so, yeah, getting used to relying on a tractor to automatically guide where it should be, that is something new to me, and something that I'm not overly confident with. But yeah, cultivator's down, and just keeping an eye on what that's doing. It's doing us well. And we are in a very good place. It is just getting this canola and wheat in. If we can do that, we are going to be in a really nice place for next year. Whereas at the moment, we've got nothing in, and I really need to sort that. The corn, the whole corn thing has completely messed me about. Fortunately, we're going to be putting sunflowers in after the corn, so that is a job that we don't need to do till spring. So that field will probably get fully done towards the spring. That'll need to be ploughed as well, following the corn being in there. So there's a fair whack of work that needs doing on that cornfield, but we are in a good position with it anyway. Alright, I'm back. Oh, I think I've got the hang of this GPS thing now. Just need to make sure that we are that we've got our cultivator fully down. I think that's what was happening. I was getting a bit eager to head off, and it was making the cultivator jump because I was doing it before I should have been. We are doing it a little bit downhill here. It's an odd field to try and work this one. The slope is a little bit all over the place, and as a result, it gets a bit of a tough one to deal with. We are going a little bit downhill here, but nowhere near as downhill as if we were going straight down to that corner. Maybe another 45 degrees would do it, but then that goes against the shape of the field, and it's a tough field to do this, and it's not a huge field either. I think long term, if I could, I would get rid of the hedge between this and the next field across. But yeah, it's not a high priority. And plus the hedgerows are an important part of the farm. So there was a time sort of 20, 30 years ago where farms all over the place were ripping out hedgerows and making bigger fields like that. It's quite nice. One of the things that attracted me to this farm is this farm's not really had that kind of stuff done to it. So, you know, it does still have small fields like this. And for me to come in and rip out that hedge kind of feels to me like I'm destroying part of the farm or part of the farm that I bought the farm for, which is a little bit odd. Right, I'm just coming back here and doing this because this is more than one width of my cultivator. There we go. And we can break out of this one and head back into this one and get this bottom corner here done. All good. Looking absolutely grand. And, oh, come on. We shall see, I think, is where things go at the moment. I think it's going to be mid-October at this rate. Because it's colder now, it's going to be mid-October before we can harvest this this corn, I think. And we'll have next year's canola into the ground before we have the before we've harvested our corn, which is a little bit nuts, but hey ho, that is the way of things. Right, and I want to bring this round. There we go. Down. And we are done. Oh, yeah, we jumped the cultivator again. Yeah, if you pull it before it's fully down, it really, really doesn't like it, this cultivator. Okay, and then we're going to reverse this up the top. And get the rest of this field done. Yeah, there we're good. There we go. Go across the bottom and up the sides. Don't really want to turn with the cultivator in the ground. That's not a good idea. That's going to bend tines and cause all sorts of issues. Yeah, you see it sort of rocks up and rocks down. Quite an odd thing that it does. Alright, there we go. Getting too eager to get this done. Alright, and that back. Down again, and away we go. Perfect. Across to here. One final one there, and then we've just got to go up the side of this field here and we'll be finished. And I can get on with the next field. There we go. And done. And away and up the side of this headland to get this field finished off. So yeah, this field here, we're going to do an experiment this year. I am going to leave this fallow. We're looking, we'll then be looking to put winter wheat in it after the next harvest season. But the idea of leaving it fallow is that we will increase the yield on the wheat. So I'm very intrigued by that. I need to go and get field 17 next door done now. But this, because I'm going to be doing just more of the same at the moment, I think this is going to be a good time for me to end my vlog. So as a result, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. And for all the latest videos from the farm, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.